Security is a process, not a product, and Kali Linux is a gateway to mastering that process. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. DDOLL Bytes is your one-stop tech hub for all things and deep knowledge of cybersecurity and ethical hacking. In today's video, we are going deep dive into the question: is Kali Linux secure? Can it be trusted for ethical hacking? Or is it a risk waiting to happen? Let's break it down. In the previous video, we have discussed about Kali Linux in detail, but here we must maintain that Kali Linux is an Debian-based Linux distribution used primarily for penetration testing, ethical hacking, and cybersecurity research. It comes preloaded with a suite of over 600 powerful tools designed for network analysis, vulnerability assessment, wireless networking, digital forensics, and reverse engineering. But with this power comes a question: is it secure for everyday user? So, Kali isn't just another Linux distro. It's specifically built for professionals and hackers to test the security of systems. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's the safest option for general use. One of the biggest security concerns with Kali Linux comes from its default configuration. When you install Kali, you get root access by default. This means that once you log in, you have full control over your system without restrictions. While root access is essential for penetration testing, but it can be dangerous for the average users. With full access, a single mistake can compromise your entire system. For example, if you accidentally run this command, it will delete all files from your system, including important system files, rendering your machine unusable. So, why is root access so risky? Let's say you are browsing the web or installing a program. If a malware or virus exploits a vulnerability in your system, it can gain root access and execute malicious code that affects everything on your machine. Once compromised, your system could be used to launch attacks, steal data, or spread malware to other devices in your network. So, this makes Kali Linux inherently riskier for those who don't have the technical skills to prevent such vulnerabilities. Imagine you are downloading a malicious file and running it as root. Then what happens? The malware gets full control and can do anything from installing backdoors to accessing sensitive information. Now let's talk about everyday use. Kali is designed to be a penetration testing environment, not a general-purpose operating system. For daily activities like web browsing, social media, or banking, Kali isn't the best choice. For example, on Kali, many ports are open by default to allow penetration testing tools to work. If you are not careful, these open ports can expose your system to external attacks. Let's say you leave Kali open while connected to a public Wi-Fi network. Hacker can exploit these open ports and gain unauthorized access to your machine. Kali Linux, like all operating systems, need regular updates to stay secure. The security team behind Kali Linux constantly releases patches for vulnerabilities, but the onus is on you to stay updated. For example, if you don't update your system and an attacker exploits an known vulnerability in the software you are running, your machine is at risk. College updates might be less frequent than mainstream distros like Ubuntu, so it's important to check regularly. So, if you use Kali for penetration testing and fail to update Metasploit regularly, you could find yourself using outdated exploits, leaving your system and test vulnerable. Alright, so how can you make Kali Linux more secure for your use case? Here are some best practices. First, create a non-root user for everyday tasks. Second, use virtual machines or isolated environments for testing and experiments. Third, regularly updates your system and tools. 4. Ensure you are using a firewall to block unwanted connections. 5. Only install and use the tool you need. Don't overload your system. By following these best practices, you will be able to reduce the risk of accidental damage or security vulnerabilities. So, is Kali Linux secure? The answer depends on how you use it. For professionals in ethical hacking, Kali is extremely secure when used within the right environment and within the right precautions. It's built to run security tests, find vulnerabilities, and secure systems. But if you are not experienced with security or Linux, Kali's advanced feature could pose unnecessary risk. If you are just looking for a general purpose operating system, there are safer and more user-friendly options out there. In conclusion, Kali Linux is as secure as you make it. It's an incredibly powerful tool for ethical hackers, but it requires a level of expertise and responsibility to use securely. If you follow best practices, keep your system updated, and use it for its intended purpose, Kali can be as secure as any other operating system. Thanks for tuning into DDOLL Bytes. If you enjoyed the videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more in-depth tech content. Stay safe, stay informed, and I will catch you into the next one.